Yo, what's up guys? It's me, German Fernandez, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to fold this origami airplane. Alright, so before we start, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet and you would like to, you can do so by clicking the button right here at the top of the screen. Good part about subscribing is that you'll be notified as soon as I upload a new tutorial, which I happen to do almost on a daily basis, so don't miss out and subscribe now by clicking that button. Alright guys, so this is the model we're going to be folding today. This is another one of my creations. As you see, it looks pretty cool and actually flies pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and start. You want to grab one sheet of paper, and today I'm using a 11 by 8.5 inch. So go ahead and grab that. Once you got that, let's go ahead and fold this bottom left corner towards the top left corner, making sure that our bottom edge right here aligns nicely with the top edge. So remember guys, like I always mention in every video, make sure to take your time and get those folds as accurate as you can. Once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Once it's nicely creased, we're going to go ahead and open this back up. Then we want to fold this bottom left corner towards the top right side edge, making sure that this edge right here on the left aligns nicely with this top edge. Once they're nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Once you creased it, let's go ahead and open this back up. And now we want to fold this upper left corner towards the end of this crease right here on the bottom side, making sure that when we do so, that this edge right here aligns nicely with our bottom edge. Once you got them nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. And once it's creased, we're going to go ahead and open it back up. And now what we want to do is flip this piece of paper over. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and fold this upper left corner right here towards the end of this right side crease. And when we do so, we want to make sure that this edge right here aligns nicely from this top section all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to create our crease straight down this middle section. Once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Once it's creased, we're going to go ahead and open this back up. And then what we want to do is flip over the piece of paper. Once you've done that, we want to poke this middle part right here, and it'll pop upwards. Once yours does that, what you want to do is push these two edges towards this middle right side section. So let's go ahead and bring those together. And then with our left hand, we want to go ahead and push this section downwards so it's flat against the table. Once you've done that, let's rotate the model towards the right. And if you'd like, go ahead and crease it down. Now that we've done that, what we want to do is flip this flap right here towards the left using our existing crease. Then what we want to do next is fold this corner right here towards the middle crease, making sure that this right side edge right here, this one, aligns nicely with our middle crease. So take your time and get those aligned. Once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Okay, so once you creased it down, let's go ahead and open this flap back up. And then you'll notice there's a little pocket in here. We want to go ahead and open that section up and spread the two sides apart. Alright, so this is what yours is supposed to look like. Just like that. And what we want to do next is push this section down, making sure that this top crease will align with the bottom one that we have right here. Alright, so once they align, let's go ahead and crease it down. Just like that. So as you see, this crease meets up with the bottom one. And if they do, crease it down nicely. Now, using our existing crease, we're going to bring this little flap right here, this little guy, towards the right. And once you've done that, we're going to repeat the same steps we did to this little guy right here, but to the left. So let's go ahead and do that. But first, we want to go ahead and flip this flap towards the right. Same thing with this guy. We're going to go ahead and flip him towards the right. And now we're going to fold this corner towards our middle crease, making sure that this left side edge right here aligns nicely with our middle crease. Once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Once it's nicely creased, let's go ahead and open this section back up. Now we want to go ahead and spread these two layers apart, just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. We want to align this top crease towards the bottom crease. So go ahead and get those aligned. And when you do so, just go ahead and crease it. Once it's nicely creased, using our existing crease right here, we're going to go ahead and flip this little guy towards the left, just like that. Once that's done, what we want to do is flip this flap right here towards the left. And now for the next step, we're going to grab this corner right here and fold it towards this top corner, making sure that our bottom edge right here aligns nicely with the middle crease. Once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Okay, so once it's creased nicely, let's go ahead and do the same thing to this left side. We want to fold this corner towards the top corner, making sure that our bottom edge right here aligns nicely with our middle crease located right there. So let's go ahead and do that. Once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. And once it's creased, we want to go ahead and open this section back up. And the same thing to the left. And what we want to do is we want to open this little pocket right here. This one. We want to go ahead and open that up. And using our existing crease, this crease right here, we're going to go ahead and fold this flap inwards. So you see this whole crease right here from all the way here to here. We want to go ahead and fold that inwards. And so just slowly do that. Make sure to crease it down nicely. We're not recreating creases. We're actually using the same creases already there. So once you got it nicely tucked in there, this is what yours should look like. Let me show you. Just like this. And so your inside section should look like that as well. So now let's go ahead and repeat the same steps we did right here to this right side, but to the left. So using our existing crease that you see right here, we're going to go ahead and push this section inwards. So let's go ahead and do that. And once you've done that, this is what yours should look like. Let me show you. Just like that. Then if you'd like, just go ahead and crease it all down. There we go. And now for the next step, we want to fold this bottom corner right here towards the top, making sure to create a crease from this corner to the right side. Once you got it nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so once it's nicely creased, what we're going to do next is right here where you see this line, we're going to go ahead and fold that section back. And so let's flip over the piece of paper really quick. And you're going to be creating a crease from this corner to the right side corner. Make it so that this corner folds upwards. So let's go ahead and do that. And when you do so, you want to make sure that your top corner aligns nicely with the middle crease. You don't want them being crooked. Once you got that done, let's go ahead and open this flap towards the top, just like that. And now let's go ahead and flip over the design. And for the next step, what we want to do is fold this edge right here towards this edge in the middle. So let's go ahead and do that and make sure to align them nicely. Once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. And once it's nicely creased, we're going to open it back up. And now we're going to fold this edge right here towards this top edge. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Now what we want to do is go ahead and open that back up. And using this existing crease right here and this one, we want to go ahead and push this section inwards. So making sure that that little flap pops upwards. So just like this. Now the flap, we want to go ahead and fold it towards the right, crease it down, and then bring it towards the left and crease it down again. So that's what yours should look like. So now for this next step, what we want to do is using our existing middle crease, this right here, want to go ahead and bring these two sides together, creating a valley fold. So let's go ahead and do that. And then you'll notice this front section has a lot of layers of paper, so if you need to go ahead and crease that nicely, go ahead and do so. Alright, so once you got that done, what we want to do next is we want to create a crease right here where I'm going to mark with the pen. So from this edge to this edge. So from here to here, we're going to go ahead and create a valley fold. When you're folding this down, you want to make sure that this front little section right here, let me show you, that this little dude right here is popping out and you can see him. If you can't, then you're folding it like way too high and you need to go a little lower. Alright, so now let's go ahead and crease it down nicely. Alright, so once you're done creasing it, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the back side. But the only difference is that we're not going to have to draw a line or anything. We're just going to follow this crease right here that we created. So let's bring that side back, making sure that it aligns nicely with the existing crease. So let's go ahead and do that and take your time. Make sure to align it as good as you can. If you don't, your model will look a little weird. It won't be as symmetrical. It probably won't fly as good as well. So every fold, like I mentioned to you guys before, especially when it comes to airplanes, has to be as accurate as possible. I mean, even with other designs, like if you do a pig or origami pig or whatever, I mean, you still want them to align and for every fold to be as precise as possible. Alright guys, so once it's nicely creased, let's go ahead and open the model back up. And what we want to do next is bring both wings together, creating like a V fold, so valley fold. So once you've done that, I'm going to go ahead and mark with a pen where I want you guys to create your next crease. So pay close attention. So from this bottom edge to that edge. So let's go ahead and fold that upwards, just like that. Make sure it's nicely aligned. And once you've done that, crease it down nicely. Then we're going to go ahead and open it back up. And we're going to fold it towards the other side. So flip over your model and just fold it using that existing crease, but this time towards this direction. Then open it back up and then create a reverse fold. See, right now in the video that you're watching, I'm trying to get it done through this side, but it's not working. So let's go ahead and flip it over and just push it in from here, push it in from the bottom. So we just want to tuck it in using our existing creases, and this is what yours should look like once you've done that. So now what we want to do is go ahead and bring the wings back down, just like that. And once you've done that, let's go ahead and finish shaping our model so that it looks the way it should look. So you want to make sure that these two flaps are facing up. And once you've done so, your model should be complete. So if yours looks like this, and it looks like this as well from the bottom side, then that means you did a great job, yo. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had fun. And do not forget, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you could do so by clicking the button right here at the top of the screen. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like it. It really helps out my channel and I would really appreciate it. Alright guys, well thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you'd like to learn how to fold any of these two models right here at the bottom of the screen, just click on them and it'll forward you to the video.